I would love to know if teams will look at how Heroic played the last series and think about Roshan earlier. Of course, it wasn't the Shaman by himself doing Roshan, but it was. I don't think many teams talk about this until at least Heroic just did it.
Yeah. I also think, I mean, we talk about Shadow Demon because it's such a strong hero. But with all these strong heroes, Shadow Shaman is actually the most picked hero because he's not going to get banned. But maybe at some point, especially with that, right, too many other heroes that you got to ban out.
What a beautiful timeline. Most patches you always talk about, oh, this core does this core does that. But right now it really is like the support tournaments.
And it's just snowballed out of control.
Where's the Phoenix?
And the Phoenix is still in, the Warlock is still in. They can pick whatever.
There's no worse about it.
Yeah, the Skeeter, right? The Skeeter, the Razor.
Like, he wants the heroes that they're best at to be like tier A or tier B.
Yeah.
Because then you get to show why.
They're the only ones picking it and doing good with it. Yeah. Yeah, Bat will be banned. So still 2 of the big 4 removed in the second phase. So it's up to Tundra. They got 1 ban. We have 2 supports picked up, so not a lot of information. So their ban has to be probably preemptive, defending something they're planning on picking in this draft.
They could just pick the Centaur. It's good for Shadow Demon. The Mars has been banned. A lot of the offlaners are banned. So just taking like a solid one. And the lane with Shadow Shaman is really good.
Tundra Esports.
Yeah, ban Ursa, pick Centaur.
I think that's a simple one. You scale the cart as well as just scales well into the Shadow Demon. Like everything about the hero is good for Shadow Demon.
It also, so they go for Warlock for now.
Yeah.
Stealing the carry Warlock.
Yeah, well, Kaori can have his Phoenix.
Yeah,
he's
going to be Phoenix.
I mean, it's a very, very good Ursa ban. Like, you're going to have to show 2 cores here for Tundra in this phase. So far, 24 pick has been utilized more by Parker than other people on the team. So if you're going to pick BZM plus 33 here, you're naturally going to be wanting Brew, Tide, Centaur, any blob offlane. 33 is going to want to take it. So the Ursa, it's like, it enables that style of draft.
Aurora Gaming's turn to pick
Aurora Brew.
I mean, I know WS is a solid brew. Don't take me wrong, but
Is there going to be a bug?
I feel like the Brew's been ruined in my eyes.
I agree. The current Brew, it's really, really good for like, there's a 5-minute, like, you get your level 12 and your Ags and you're a level 18 hero. That's like the reason the hero's good. Because basically when you split, the only thing that matters is the level of your ult, right? And since the Ags upgrade your ult, you become a level 18 hero at level 12, which is like pretty cool, I think. But the issue is like you randomly get stunned by a shadow
Combination. So now Parker can actually take his carry here.
Yeah.
They're not having to hide it any longer. They're not trying to give it. So there's Gyros, there's Sven, there's like heroes that can just kill the Brew quite easily.
I mean, it's such a clean gyro game because you also have the Warlock 5.
Yeah, you don't.
It's like that's like one of the best. Pretty much when there's a gyro right now, it's Flak, or it's for Warlock lane. Sorry, it's gyro and like that's like the best Warlock lane to be honest.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or I guess you could have like Tusk gyro is also fine.
Yeah,
like the tag team.
Like, Tusk gyro is for kill and Warlock gyro is for just free XP pretty much. Like constantly playing on small. They do take the BZM Invoker.
Yeah. Are we, because Kaori is obviously not playing as Phoenix, he'll play as Jakiro, which is the 3rd of his heroes, if you will. Are you happy with that over the Phoenix? On hindsight, obviously.
Any little bit of lockdown, especially if they knew they're picking Brew, having Phoenix, Brew, and SD, there's like such limited stuns that I think Jakiro...
You kind of want that ice path.
Bit more laning presence, bit more insurance in some of these fights.
I think Ice Path is a really good combo with the Shadow Demon. Like he presses Disruption, you follow up with the Ice Path. You like always have these like really nice combos. And even for like the Warlock Golem, like you see a Golem being placed, you can just Ice Path, help your team kind of kite out the Golem, as opposed to like Phoenix, where it's kind of a bit more committal.
I will say the Sunstrike is also nicely set up with the Shadow Demon. If this used to be saving. And that's a Luna. So Luna has been picked.
I'm so happy
so far, but not very often.
The reason why I'm really happy to see this hero is because, one, the facet of Moonshield, your tankiness.
Amazing.
It is amazing. The fact that we haven't seen it across other players is really upsetting me personally. But the way Parker plays, he wants to push the limits at being annoying, right? Like Meepo, you have your Mega Meepo with Ursa, you're playing on Enrage. Like everything he wants to do, and even TA with Refraction, that's exactly what Luna can do. It fits the same category of the heroes that he's excelled at with Tundra, pushing the limits, being tanky, and just buying time to let other people shine. And if he itemizes to do this, he will be soaking the initiation, giving Shaman and Invoker the perfect entry for a Cataclysm, because I'm assuming BZM's going to go for Exalt Facet. But yeah, I'm hoping he just takes that facet, because that's how I see Luna, thriving. It's also underspellable, by the way. Like you cannot get rid of it.
I've seen there's some cool things where if you play versus Brew and like you try to commit on him, even if he gets a split off and you have the glaives, you just like kill all of the pandas pretty much like instantly when they spawn. It's a bit scary because there's the Shadow Demon, which is historically one of the better matchups versus Luna. Like you take illusions of her, which are very good. Even in the late game, you can break her.
But doesn't that get countered by the Moonstorm? Because when you're throwing out your glaives, you press it straight away after the disruption. You then like
The illusions are dead.
yeah, like
yes and no.
Don't buy
As long as you-
butterfly.
As long as you don't buy
Yeah.
butterfly.
yeah. Like itemization, Luna has to go different. She can't just go Manta Butterfly 1 Aegis and hit the base, right? She's gonna have to play away from buffing up her own illusions.
That was the main reason why I was thinking of the gyro. It's like I thought the magic damage kind of team fight carry was good here. It's just that gyro's not countered by illusions, so like the Shadow Demon doesn't matter as much, whereas Luna kind of is. But yeah, like what you're saying, it doesn't. There's ways to play around it. It's not like the old school one where people would still buy Butterfly and Scotty and stuff like that, and then there was nothing they do. They just get disrupted, and the game's like, oh, I guess we lost, guys. Now people are better, items are better, the game's changed a bit. It's not as bad.
Right. 2 heroes for Aurora to think about. Bans are over. Tidehunter and Doom. They're the 2 heroes that, to me, Tundra will gravitate towards. Tidehunter will set up for Invoker combos down the line. It is that front line to buy time for items to come online. And then Doom, obviously, Void, Brew. It's,
I think it's decent.
what else do I say?
It depends on which carry Aurora picks as to what Tundra want at.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the Wind Ranger.
Wind is... Wind generally looks pretty good to me. I think in theory it should be good versus Luna, because Luna is one of those type of carries that's bad at 1v1 single target damage.
And you can't really buy Butterfly because of the SD.
We just explained why Butterfly wouldn't.
So it's kind of like one of those things where now you, on a Luna, when you see the rest of the draft, you're like, oh, maybe I might go more the Ags, some more like magic damage bit, but you don't want to do that into the Wind, because then you're so squishy to the ult. And then now to counter the Wind, they're going to take the Tide. It's actually a hard draft. I don't know which one I prefer.
I'm leaning Tundras because I've seen them in this position before, where if the game is slightly difficult, the wave clear that they have, Whiteman's going to throw Golem on a creep wave just to shove it out. Like they're gonna always buy time. If there are damage problems, because Parker can't go for Butterfly, 33 might have a Shivas to amplify the Aghanims on Luna, or an Aghanims for the Gush to help with the right click. And I think Tundra's lineup is just very well rounded, and it has the elements of success that they've had throughout their turbulent kind of group stage playoffs. Like this is like the recipe for them winning.
I'm just not a huge Brewmaster fan for Aurora. I think the heroes, we might be getting to the stage in tournaments that heroes are just weak. So it's like, or the good ones are getting banned. And so you have to like reach into the pool and be like, all right, what can we pick that fills the role in the draft we need?
Mm-hmm.
But when he picked Brewmaster,
they need to utilize Mikoto, playing a Void Spirit, play on the runes, get him an active rune, steal a Wisdom, then you go through the Brewmaster, some early splits. Like a lot of Aurora's game is like Mikoto and WS syncing up together with the supports behind, and hoping that V-Tune can like build a slight net worth lead to then kind of follow up. But I feel like Aurora, they have to play a lot better to win this game. Like Tundra can make mistakes, and they have the insurances to still be able to win it out.
do we think that Void Spirit versus Invoker is going to be an interesting matchup in the mid lane? Or
I don't think
it's going to be fairly even.
As bad as it used to be. It used to be really, really bad, and now it's maybe like a 45-55 for Void. But especially with like random support ganks like the Shaman might.
What I say, my guy BZM's going to be chilling. Again, I'm just leaning Tundra. I just feel everything about it just, if you took away the names and go, what draft just feels nicer to play in an elimination lower bracket style game, that's the game. Like Wind Ranger never wants to play in a game where it's like, if my BKB expires, can I do damage?
Yeah.
And this game is all about that. Like if you use your BKB incorrectly, if you don't have the damage items and you incorrectly focus fire, you are just disappearing from the fight, right? You are just waiting for your next charge to come through. So V-Tune really needs to be like on the ball with his fights.
Yeah. If the Shadowman gets enough farm though, like this game does end up going to the 40 minutes, 50 minutes, maybe faster ban on his build and he gets an Ags, I think it's so good. You can break the Tide, just kill him. You can break the Luna, just kill it. There's so many different options you can do for Aurora to scale.
Yeah, and then that Shadow Demon first pick will definitely pay off. We're going to find out how this game is going to play itself out. But first, some words from Coach KP.
Absolutely. We are here with Coach KP. KP, Brewmaster's an interesting hero right now. It's getting picked a lot more, but the win rate seems to be going down. Is there a particular reason why teams keep picking it, even though it seems a little, like, dangerous, if you will?
I mean, it's my favorite hero, so I just pick it. I just make my offlane play it.
Okay.
I love the hero. But anyways, I think
100% arrogance, 100% bias. Is that what you're telling me?
in all seriousness, I think this hero has like no counters, in my opinion.
Okay.
Kind of good, like just blind hero. I think there's always a purpose in the game. Lane is like decent, you know.
Last pick, Wind Ranger. Walk me through that one.
I mean, it's just in memory of Nightfall. You know, it's like his favorite hero. You know, shout out to Nightfall. We picked this for you. Hopefully, VTune can live up to the hype.
Absolutely incredible. This is potentially before the game started.
All right, guys. Mid is going to be like a 7-3 matchup. Void Spirit versus Invoker. Easy. We play through mid. Void Spirit is going to get 6. We're going to keep constant pressure on BGM. Heroic did it before. Tai Long, his Void Spirit, did the same thing. Actually, no, it was a beast. But anyway, same thing. Doesn't matter. Brew is going to get 6. We're going to play through bot. You know, top Tide versus Wind Ranger. I think Wind Ranger still has a slight edge. We can.
Well, if Toa coaching doesn't work out in the future, KP's got a backup gig as a rapper, dropping the bars there with all the level 6s and heroes they can play through. A lot of confidence there in Makoto and WS.
He really went from giving absolutely nothing to Slacks to suddenly just overloading him with so much information that I don't think Slacks even realizes what he just heard.
Yeah, started zoning out, ears peaked up, like, hang on a second, there's information being spammed out here.
That's me too now.
Yeah.
I think overall I am with the panel as well, though. I feel like Tundra's draft, it just looks so nice to play. I think it doesn't necessarily have a weak to buffer up. And on top of that, they have this massive team fight and tower push. I don't know. I mean, it basically has... The only real weak spot, you could argue, is that it's not that insane at Roshing, but even there you have the Rasta wards.
Man, it feels like, you know, they're not going to lack in the laning stage either, right? Sometimes you look at these kind of mid to late game timing drafts with a lack of tempo, but they've got plenty here thanks to heroes like Shadow Shaman and Warlock that really shore things up. Ron, definitely capabilities there for Tundra.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've been calling for this Luna a lot when we've been sitting here. Just, you know, before the panel throws to us, a lot of times it just looks like Luna would be such a nice carry in different drafts. Happy to see them go for it here over on the side of Radiant. But yeah, Dire, they definitely have some S-tier stuff going as well. I really like the Shadow Demon and Jakiro, such a strong support duo.
Well, I suspect it looks like, because he is taking a lot of damage from that Shadow Word, not Sunstrike.
You got the Courier. Didn't kill it, unfortunately. He just accepted his fate. I think maybe with Tango and the tower region, perhaps he could live through it.
Whitemon says thank you very much. Now we can gather up some of these creeps. Maybe get a couple of denies as well. Yeah. Get the banner creep before... Oh, no. Oops,
no banner. Well, I mean, he got the kill, all right? He got what matters. Warlock's job is done here. He's got to run away. That is a boots on Shadow Demon right? With Blood Grenade.
So he's going to hold Disruption to make sure... Oh, can we just TP now?
I think he has to.
Yeah. As I was saying, I'm thinking, can we just not hold Disruption to stop TP? Mira says, nah, let's cut this short. Don't want to keep chasing you down. Get back to doing my job.
Yeah, I think he could maybe have just ran next to him for a long time, but at least this forced the TP. That's 100 gold gone, and now if you kill him, he's not going to have the TP, so it's not terrible either. I think he wants to get back to the lane, because Luna against Brewmaster is pretty happily just farming away.
I wonder what the WW at the end of Vitun's name is. Wind Wanger?
I don't know.
He's on the hero. The hero that could have difficulties this game. Gotta keep that net worth up.
He's trying to harass the Tide as much as he can, but Tide is keeping Tranquil Boots disassembled right now and gonna assemble them when he gets a chance to regen a little bit. So he's gonna be quite fine, I think.
So far, 27 and 4. Both of these heroes trading farm quite nicely. We're looking at that mid lane where KP was talking about this, what, 70-30 matchup, he said. Void Spirit is starting to manhandle the Invoker. 29-13 against the 17 and 6. But a kind of expected lane here for BZM to just throw Sunstrikes into the side lanes and get what he can through that.
It's fun to hear. Obviously, I would favor the Void Spirit a little bit. His last hits are just that strong. But 70-30 is pretty aggressive claim. That's like a pretty damn hard counter. And so far, looking at the CS, this is looking really good. 32 and 13 versus 21 and 6 is a significant advantage. She's going to get level 6.
And delivered now, where BZM, the Invoker, doesn't really make moves. You need Force to come in and react. The double TP from Tundra here to deal with Kero's rotation. Can't quite get in line for a stun from Ari. They will shackle up the Void Spirit, but he wasn't tagged up by the Fatal Bonds, so he'll be fine here.
Forcing both the supports to come over early is pretty nice. But they can still make their way with Shadow Demon as well.
I guess it's the whole, like, do well in lane, outlast him. Have those building blocks of tempo to get you off the ground quickly. As Mikoto grabs the Invis rune. A little snipe onto Whitemon here would be nice if they keep the poison stacked up. They've got the damage through the Astral Step to finish him off. While top lane, Shakiro's going to get away from that initiation out of Tundra.
Yeah. And Invoker's still going to stay and happily farm away here, even though his support gave his life. He's got kill potential on people.
And Mira keeps sticking around mid as well, so they've got that pure setup. And we so often see Void Spirit go for the Yules, so we can get Yules Ether Remnant. I guess he just goes for it here. I thought they would wait for Mira to disrupt into Remnant, but Mikoto pokes at the Invoker first. Mira comes in with a disruption a little late. I think BCM's pretty happy with the sequence.
Yeah, BCM has the Raindrop as well to protect him. Really important if you have a laning as Void Spirit. Make sure to get those Raindrops. It helps you a lot against the jump.
Already pushing mid-tier 1. Catapult wave protected by double supports. Really playing aggressively through Mikoto mid as Whitemon drops to about half health. But Ari's rotation.
Early Ice Path wastes the Meteor. Still looks like everybody should be able to disengage from this. Maybe not BZM though.
Tornado delays Mikoto, but with another Remnant back. Shadow Word required to heal BZM up with a wand and the raindrops, but he can't get a Fairy Fire off and dies. An extended fight where everyone is throwing spells at each other, ends up with the Invoker falling.
Yeah, a lot of staring at each other on mid lane.
33, very low, but he does get away.
He's gonna be fine. He did commit for the face boost though, so cannot regen up again. Gonna have to go all the way base, I think. As we have some serious stacks being made by Mira already.
And Ari.
Yeah,
both sides.
Honestly, both sides way ahead what you would expect in stack creation.
Incredible stuff. TP out, cancelled. Warlock getting found here as he was pressured back by WS. Mikoto's going to let the Brew get the kill. So a level 7 Brew now with ulti ready. We've already had Aurora get into that mid lane and allow Mikoto to flourish. He'll now step back to finish off these stacks while Brew and Jakiro could maybe kick Luna out of lane.
Yeah, he's going to get a bit of help from Mira as well because Void Spirit does not clear the stacks that easily. On the other side, we see a Tidehunter who's obviously in need of no help against any stacks.
Blubbers through it all.
So Meteor Hammer build is coming out from BZM. We've seen this on Invoker quite a bit lately. As Midas became a bit worse on him, not giving any experience. We see a sort of a swap towards Meteor Hammer as a more active choice.
Yeah, just ticks all the boxes. Push tower.
Sunstrike's coming in.
Pure damage amped up.
Well, bottom tower is falling to no defense as Jakiro is just burning the tower.
Parker has fully evacuated. Still sitting pretty with about 3,900 net worth along with the Tide.
Enough farm before she gets shoved into jungle that this is not really going to slow down her tempo that much. Ideally, you hold on to your safe lane tower, so it is a win for Aurora, but for Parker in particular, it's not going to really hurt him.
Such an efficient item build from 33, as you'd expect, obviously. Going for the Tranquil Boots, disassemble business, then into the pipe and the phase boots. Not wasting anything. And of course, Windlace is just such a good generic item. Towards a rune, unfortunately, disruptions. Meatball of BZM. Tundra bringing 3 heroes to help that Invoker in the mid lane.
Yeah, and 33 decided to go for the Kraken Swell facet as well, so +3 on his damage block, getting involved. And once he gets to pipe, he could just sit on mid. They don't really have good heroes to deal with him.
Even now already proving.
Ooh, he changed his mind. He queued up the Shivas instead. Maybe he wants to be more aggressive. Yeah, he commits to buying items, so it looks like it's going to be a Shivas build.
Not as if someone else was going pipe, right? That's a straight shift in ideology from pipe to Shivas.
Yeah, one is very defensive, one is more aggressive, really. That's the way it works. I mean, the physical protection from having Shivas as well, along with his increased damage block, is also going to be very nice.
Onto Ari with a double damage on Mikoto, getting hexed up on his way through, so can't finish a kill on the Shadow Shaman. Tundra really trying.
Yeah, playing towards your Void Spirit is pretty natural for them to do. That does leave a bit of space for this Luna to get big.
To farm jungle, I think Wind Ranger's read this. Dire Scan is there as well, which is about to turn red.
Yeah, she knows. She is definitely aware of what's happening, but I think they're fine with it, because this move towards top to try and find Wind Ranger and trying to open the top already, they are getting out there. Net worth is still looking very even, and that's largely part to due to Luna farming so fast in jungle.
So his Aghanim Scepter is coming up pretty quickly. That means, like Gunnar was saying, getting to that level 12, getting to the ulti, getting to the Aghanim Scepter, he does become an incredible monster.
Oh, the Jakiro.
Block. Tons of damage dumped onto this guy as Parker tries to hold the line. 33's come in. Serpent Wards put onto Kaori there as a Sunstrike looks to secure the kill. A final anchor smash from 33 will do it.
Yeah, so they get a return kill and they start taking over the bottom area again. 33 trying to shove them away. We'll see if WS can turn the results here from Brewmaster overall. Games played here in Wallachia, and it's 35% win rate. So not the most impressive win rate so far. It's not super contested either. I don't think the teams are necessarily Brewmaster pilled, but there is some infatuation with the hero that I don't really understand yet.
Yeah, I mean, there was a right second pick, if I remember correctly. As Ari is going to get found in that Radiant Ancients area. Just a quick, simple kill on support. It makes sense if he's like a last pick and you've got nothing left. It's like, okay, his win rate is going to suffer just through that fact.
Yeah, we'll see how much they can do with the early Aghanims. Because last game, I harped on how if you go Aghanims Rush on Brewmaster and don't get to click your ulti, it's going to be useless.
Yep.
Oh, they're going to fight this.
They're coming.
Tidehunter is coming in.
Wisdom Shrine contested. Warlock stepped into that area as Tide will take the Shrine himself. Dissimulate from Makoto goes aggressive until it used up. The Tidehunter being forced back and in trouble. He can't Ravage to save himself either, so shredded by Mira. BZM now stuck under tower. Oh.
You can talk about anything that went wrong during that fight, but I think the big thing that went wrong was outside of the fight. Parker TP'd somewhere else as the fight was starting, basically. He used his TP to go bottom and take farm, I think. I would have to see back exactly where he TP'd from and to, but basically they're fighting without carry and they cannot win that fight.
Whitemon does not want to give up this tower without a defense. Drops the golem on Mira. Good fatal bonds as well, but Ari just can't quite catch up. Shadow Shaman pretty slow on his feet, not able to dance forward. And I mean, Mira can TP back to base safely.
Gonna be completely fine. Void Spirit though going behind.
And gets a jump. Behind the tier 1 yet again. Dissimulate, burst through Ari, a final touch onto the chicken. Whole chicken, but he wants a Warlock as well.
God
and why
damn.
not?
Mikoto gets the double on the supports completely single-handedly. He is just playing on fire right now. This Void Spirit is actually popping off now.
6-0 and 4. And this means there's tons every single fight. That was a good use of the Primal Split. Next fight, he'll have Aghanim Scepter. Makoto with his Spirit Vessel already has his Aghanim Shard coming out. Scaling very, very quickly. But this is kind of what we expected, right? With Tundra needing a bit more.
I do think that they want to use all their ultis together, though. We didn't see the Ravage used even because they couldn't really fight there. Bottom, they want...
The support coming in from Aurora, shackling up the Shadow Shaman. They got dragged into a fight they couldn't finish.
That's why we see Shadow Demon being, you know, that's basically his stake to one of the top S-tier supports in this patch, is the fact that he provides a lot of cat
nowadays, right? So just having the ability to say, no, no, no.
Yeah. And
incredibly good.
I think in particular against Shadow Shaman, because even if you're a bit late, you can still save against the shackles. It's like, oh, I wasn't there in time, but I can still get there and cancel the shackles.
Still waiting for my boy Oracle to come.
Oracle is not far away from being playable, honestly. Not far away. It's just difficult. It's a very, very saturated S-tier support meta right now. Like the top ones are just so damn strong that it's hard to break into that category.
Just need to put false promise on it.
Not in the right way. Not the way you want.
B-Tune going straight into the BKB after Mjolnir. Looking to get that protection against the disables of Tundra. And versus Invoker, you want that BKB.
Yeah, definitely makes sense. I think there's no way you could play the game without it, and Wind Ranger almost always wants to have BKB, so you can ulti, pop BKB, Wind Run, and you're basically unstoppable during that time frame. And unlike Aurora, we don't really have Tundra with a great save ability if someone gets gone on. So they're going to have to just tank up innately by themselves. That's why we have Shivas on Tide. And we'll see Aghanim Scepter on Invoker, so preparing for the Cataclysm.
Just waiting for Parker. Everyone's been on Parker, picking things up for VTune to focus fire.
And not just tanking, he's dishing. He's staying in the fire, or stayed fire stance for a long time there. Just doing a lot of damage with his crits.
No contesting means Tundra trying to get something elsewhere on the map. Serpent wards on the tier 1, gets them an objective. They're now looking at a Wind Ranger with Aegis and BKB probably in their next fight.
50 seconds for the Torment to spawn. It's going to be the top area, so Dire already set up in a nicer spot. We might see Tundra think about cracking towards tier 2 or forcing some reaction somewhere else.
Parker is racing ahead though, isn't he? 13,000 net worth. This Luna, a hero that you've been looking for, we've been excited to see.
I mean,
very, very tanky and hard to kill with this Moonshield.
He did just break 300 CS at 19 minutes.
Yeah.
That is agriculture, my friend. That is straight up farming.
Massive. I'm just trying to figure out how they actually kill him in these fights, or do you just like disrupt and ignore the Luna, make her kill herself?
Yeah, Disruption is a very good tool against her. Can maybe pass the Shadow Demon ulti onto her just to hold her in place a little bit and then fight the rest. But Aurora's game is going to be much trickier, you know? That's why I felt that way from the draft as well. Their team fight execution has to be very clean. Even in a game here where Void Spirit has been popping off from the start.
Shot. Who do you focus fire? Who do you go on with this Void Spirit and his remnants?
Yeah,
you can't.
You have to.
This first point of contact, you can't go on who you see, but then there's the reactions from Tundra. And Kaori dies to the Tormentor, and Mikoto gets sunstruck. Nice attempt from BZM. If that was a little to the right, could have found V-Tune maybe. Yeah. While Ari, he's on WS, or maybe it's the other way around. WS is on him. The Brewmaster is going to give him a few clicks. Shadow Shaman doesn't have any friends here, but a good Serpent Ward trap gives him some buddies, but as the Ether Remnant drag him back in, a kill on Mirror, thanks to Parker, is at least a trade on the map here for Tundra.
Yeah, trade goes both ways a little bit there. Shadow Demon, despite having his Blink Dagger, gonna fall down bottom. Start shifting a little bit. They need mobility. They need Blink on Rasta, they need Blink on Tide, and they can be the ones activating and making moves. Right now, they've been very...
Lead within 1k. I don't think it's been much more than that this entire game, although it has been Aurora making those first steps.
Demon just running together, looking for something. Brew ulti is ready, and we can see WS. He wants to use ulti. He doesn't want to just stand and farm. It's pretty close to the tier 2 tower, though, but they're going on Shadow Shaman.
Golem drop, though, as a reaction. Nice Fatal Bond into Ravage, Cataclysm to blow up Mirror. Double kill for BZM, and WS gone as well. Tundra with a combo. Reacting beautifully.
33, man. 33 gets a fantastic Ravage onto everybody there, and from there on, it was just an overcommitment too close to a tower. Like, they're diving a support right next to a tier 2 tower, and they got punished so hard for it. I also don't think the Aurora's draft can afford too many mistakes like that. You are playing against a super hard carry in Luna, and you're running this tempo carry that is Wind Ranger.
The day of my Blink Dagger? How dare you!
I mean, that was 6 Sunstrikes landing. That's just so much damage. Ravage into Cataclysm. Still a very strong combo.
Ari setting up bottom as well. V-Tune. He's got Aegis BKB, so not really the target they wanted to see. And in fact, Ari is going to be the one that Shackle shotted up. BZM and Parker in the vicinity, but no intentions of playing with Shadow Shaman there.
Kill secured.
Oh, thank you.
Corey will take that one. Yeah, as V-Tune still doesn't have a single kill, by the way, on Wind Ranger.
Mikoto. He's got Astral Steps. Alright, I thought that was going to be something from BZM. He was wraparound from Aurora. Jump on Whitemon. They wanted Invoker, might get both. Tornado sends the Bruling skywards.
Held in place.
Hunter coming in to help him, but BZM all alone. Throw some spells in the back, a save disruption there. Allows them to escape as BZM dies, and 33 having to contend with the Brulings and the Void Spirit.
Yeah, everybody is moving over. Luna is coming.
Need to bring Parker into this fight. Lucent Beam, Eclipse, Parker starts to open up. V-Tune with a BKB, kills off 33. Macropire there, and Parker has to defensively BKB while the channel from Ari, yes, it holds Mikoto in place momentarily, but now shackled up and killed off.
Fantastic fight for Aurora, 1 by 1. as they get the clean pick off first on Invoker. There's a lot of damage missing when Cataclysm isn't there.
And you brought your 18,000 net worth Parker Luna in and didn't accomplish anything.
Yeah, she doesn't have MKB, so hitting into the Wind Ranger is not going to be a thing. And Wind Ranger with the BKB and ulti gets to have an easier team fight.
Yeah, it's a good first jump. Getting BZM out here is very important. So
Yeah.
no Ravage Cataclysm.
With the SD ulti, he's basically doomed. He has no way of running away. Doesn't even have Travels build on Invoker, so not the fastest.
Nice attempt with the spells onto Shadow Demon. Not going to be enough, though. That was with the remaining couple of...
One, but they don't get too much on the back of it. Not really like Roshan was available or anything like that, so... an important fight for Aurora, because they need everything they can get right now. But I think Tundra are fine to just reset and go again.
And, like, in reality, that was... I mean, not even a 3v5. That was, like, Luna plus Warlock versus 4. And the Luna did a lot of damage in that fight. You can see Aurora dropped, like, half health on a lot of their cores. So you can start to imagine this next fight where they have Ravage Cataclysm. They might have the jump. That initial move from Tundra, if they're going to get in on top of people, it is very difficult for Aurora to react and actually fight back.
It's possible. Luna is smoked and looking for something. Leading the way, actually.
Sprinting straight across the map. Radiant Scan is there. They're going to come for the full wraparound.
They know they're below them.
Aurora smoke themselves.
Aurora unaware of what's happening right now.
Second Radiant Scan turns red. And they've got the jump on the Wind Ranger. Disruption save comes first. Ice Path to stop the Shadow Shaman shackling, but V2 gets Blink ravaged. In comes the Cataclysm to kill him off. Parker picks up the kill. Mirror's dropping quickly. Parker with a double. Now Mikoto on the Invoker, trying to finish off BZM. Not quite enough to do the trick, though, as BZM, with the help of the Upheaval and Tornado, gets the clip onto Void Spirit and the Brewlings. And Parker starts shredding them. WS, can he slip away from this? Jumps off to the right-hand side. Blink TP to get to base, but the glide there from BZM gets the high ground catch. He's walked into death, though, potentially. BZM cold snap. Whitemon helping. Invoker with a deafening. Pushes Brew back, and Parker can arrive again.
Oh, this time, it's still
another blink?
The WS is styling on them. What?
That's not allowed.
Don't tell me he lives. What?
He does. He gets away. Hops down to low ground. He's safe somehow.
I mean, that's insane, man. I thought he was dead for
things to come, though. Another fight where Tundra are able to get their spells out, and Aurora seem a little lost in how to react to it.
It's certainly a sign of things to come, because Luna didn't have the Silver Edge by that point. She had a Demon Edge only, and now the full Silver Edge is completed. He had a lot of gold back in base. He's significantly stronger now. He's leading out a lot. BKB on cooldown for Parker. Might get caught early.
Panther. Dust is on him, though. Eclipse thrown out, and Parker, with 3 seconds left on that cooldown, is going to die. Cataclysm lands on Kaori, but 33 and Whitemon unable to save the Luna there. On the run themselves.
Just not expecting Aurora to be that aggressive, but WS...
Brewmaster, he's in on top of Tide. Focus fire, help with the body blocks. Dropping down to half HP. 33 is tanky, but
it was too late. EMP is not going to clip the Brewmaster, so he's going to be fine too.
Oh, the timing on Roche respawning as well. He's up in a second. Brew, well, he walked in the pit. Yeah, he knows it.
It's Ward nearby. He's going to see the Rasta.
Double damage down the bottom spot.
Many seconds still on the Luna. This Roche isn't the fastest.
Focus isolated. Tundra throw away a life there, trying to contest the Roche pit, trying to delay things for Parker to respawn, but now...
Instead just picking off one by one. And Tundra, their lineup, it's not really reaching its full potential if they don't get to go together.
Don't give them the 5v5.
Yeah, they want the big brawl 5v5, but now there's this awkward thing where, okay, their lineup wants to 5v5, but Age is in the hand of the Wind Ranger, kind of flips that. Now you gotta wait out the Age's timing. Aurora with the tempo control, they have the initiative.
And the itemization. Aeon Discs coming up on multiple heroes. Void Spirit has his, Brew is working on another, so ways to get out of that problematic Ravage into Cataclysm. And Brew finished off the Refresher Orb first.
That's a pretty fun...
Golem dropped on his head. Tundra flipped the game again.
Yeah, unfortunately, not able to get it out. He maybe didn't want to refresher immediately too, because he didn't try with the refresher into ulti. There was another wave of Hex from Rasta coming off.
Now playing up top. 33 shoves out the wave. The rest of them in that top left corner.
Both teams vying for control over the map. It is going to be a Tormentor going the way of Radiant. Which shard do they get?
It's amplified damage expiring. Looking for the smoke break and like a jump on a support here. But Tundra have a very good job of extricating themselves from that top left corner.
Yeah, they leave the area. The Invoker walked over Vision though. Gonna get shackled.
Yeah, V-Tune's here. The Wind Ranger just pops out of nowhere.
Holy. Okay,
Annihilates the Invoker.
He has Serrated Shiv and Revenant's Brooch.
Yep.
He's proccing. This boy is doing damage. Yeah, single target damage. The Wind Ranger is insane. So these pickoffs, that's where she shines.
No help there for BZM either. Warlock and Shadow Shaman trying to play out as wide a map as they can. Playing under wards, pushing wave, trying to open things up as much as possible. But Aurora saying, screw it, we're just going to shove down mid, get these tier 2 towers.
Yeah, Glyph being expanded, but of course with no Invoker, they're not too interested in fighting.
And Brew has boots of travel, so
they want to drop some
Racing
snakes.
heavily for the Luna. Suddenly this Void Spray is kind of caught up.
Yeah, they're going to force them home by using Rasta. Ulti on the tower, but the catch is coming.
Yeah, Mikoto's
I
there.
think both supports are dead.
It looks like it. Accept their fate. Disruption.
Put himself.
WS is there onto BZM. V-Tune. Wind running around, pops the BKB and dives with a Shackle Shot Focus Fire. Kills off BZM while they cyclone the Luna. Kaori has the Ice Path Macropire here on Parker as well. Has the BKB defensively and he's still dying to the physical damage out of V-Tune. Kaori ravaged and killed by 33. What?
Yeah, I mean, you got the support, but you're still in danger, actually, getting run at slowly.
They just lost 4 heroes, and 33 might be the 5th. V-Tune and WS diving past the tier 3 towers. Okay, 33's tanky enough, but you've lost complete traction on the map, just slipping everywhere.
Yeah, not only that, but you don't minute on the Aegis for Wind Ranger. She committed the ulti. Tier 3 tower is dropping fast.
We just haven't seen Parker this game. He's joined a little fight as it ended in that top Ancients, left Ancients area.
I can tell you what I've
Twice.
seen. Mikoto, 9-0-11. This Void Spirit.
Well, he's getting rooted and meteored. Tornado won't land those. He dissimulates to the right.
Oh, and he dodges, so he doesn't get triggered on the Aeon Disc. Still has it available.
Well done. Banner placed now as well, so the creeps all glyphed up as Mikoto goes in. Onto 33, poking a little bit here as Aurora look to break the base. Melee Rex down. And even though V-Tune has that Aegis, there's only 20 seconds left, so they'll disengage.
Aurora have just looked really impressive. Their map reads and their movements have been really clean, and I haven't seen Tundra go together the way that, you know, I expected in this draft.
I mean, it has to be said, right? Like, we thought this draft versus draft was Tundra favored, and Aurora would have to outplay, and to be fair, Aurora have outplayed. They've done very well to get themselves to this state. But where is Parker?
I mean, it hasn't been the death ball that I expected, that's all. The, you know, the threat of the big team fight. So I guess it goes back to Aurora having done a good job split pushing them, forcing them to go other places on the map. But certainly you have 500 CS on your carry, but he's not even that far ahead of the Void Spirit now because while you've been farming creeps, he's been farming heroes.
I mean, V-Tune has like 2/3 of the last hits. He's got more damage than Parker looking at those stats. He's been getting solo kills on Invoker. He's been opening up the map. V-Tune has had a cracking game here. Even though it's like 3-1 and 8, those 3 kills have all been vitally important.
Yeah, both V-Tune and Mikoto have really delivered. Mikoto in particular, the double support kill up top was so monumental for them. Just, I don't know. It says a lot when 2 heroes get taken down by 1 player.
With Forge Spirits, Serpent Wards, they can move across the map and chip away at base, but the assault is coming on their top lane.
They're gonna use the Brew push. So this is their version of like low committal push. Just Brew ulti, and what are you gonna do? Only Luna can kill the Brewlings. And they're doing a lot of damage.
Earth Brewling, bulldozing and pulverizing the buildings. Shredding through.
It's demolishing. The Tidehunter can only watch and stare. Snakes and Forge Spirits down on their base though. So a little bit uncomfortable to stick around here.
Radiant haven't limed their cement. something. It's a pretty big
can
kill
he stop
for
it?
them. Try and kill the Serpent Wards off, but a good tornado kind of stops them while Kaori is caught on the other side of the map. Didn't evacuate with the rest of his team. And Ari does get the bottom melee barracks.
Yeah, the split push was successful. They got both the racks and they got a pick off. And they kept the range racks alive. So very nicely done by Tundra.
What a funny game.
It's back and forth, right? Tundra using whatever they have available. If the team fights are hard, look somewhere else.
Definitely stemmed the flow as that net worth lead was starting to build pretty quickly. It went from 1k to 6 or 7, now back down to 4.
Yeah, they have the triple Aeon Disc, of course, on the Aurora lineup, so it's just hard to burst them. But Tundra, I think they're getting to a point where they have good continuous damage output. Satanic is about to be completed over on Luna.
37 minutes in. The fast Roche, so nighttime. And Tundra in position. Have been scanned. So a good idea here that Aurora understand enemy heroes and high ground vision are going to be around where Park. Oh.
Yeah, Brewmaster's.
Brewmaster's just ulting for buildings. Come and deal with me. Witness my Brewlings kill your base. Kaori being run at by 33. Dead in the water. Sunstrike landing. And good damage there to finish off the Jakiro. While top lane, BZM has to BKB to run away. V-Tune has the damage though to pummel him through the TP.
And this fight.
Find Mira in the back though, so both dire supports falling.
Supports for Invoker. I think you're still happy on Dire. They have buybacks as well. Brewmaster does have to run to safety.
Difficult to figure out where to look.
I think they're definitely okay with this on Aurora because they also got the racks, right? They cleaned out the range racks. Not a major objective to take those down, but for now, Tundra, without the Invoker available and no Cataclysm, their bursts will struggle.
I wonder, maybe they could have gone and snuck Roche, but it's a difficult task. Might be that he swapped sides in a minute and a half.
Gem on the Brewmaster, recognizing that the Silverhead, he's going to find the mid ward, get some D ward for himself. But yeah, top area is going to be the area you want to control. Dire are going to be there earlier. And Tundra not really looking to contest this Roche, but looks of it. They're drawing the line for it, but they're pretty late.
Sprinting in towards BZM. They don't catch him quite. As 33 is going to jump back to try and save the Shadow Shaman. Invoker's still being run at by Brewlings, but dead in the water on his Void Spirit. 33 is going for it with a golden drop. That's a tanky Mikoto, while BZM has been destroyed. Without your Cataclysm, so much damage is now lacking.
Yeah, still looking for more. Brewmaster just blinking forward, not a care in the world with the Aeon Disc.
We've got to a point now where Aurora's cause, a lot of them feel invulnerable.
It's really silly, but it feels like Void Spirit shows up.
They're slapped. Serpent Wards, easy money there for Mira and Kaori.
Yeah,
Koto grabs another double damage rune, hands the bottle to V-Tune. Parker, 5, 2, and 3, 650 last hits, 30,000 net worth.
He's okay. He's 30,000 net worth,
but he's a lot Parker.
Couldn't he push that with Manta and just
to get ourselves back on the map?
Yeah, I guess so. I also feel like the 30,000 net worth, but he still doesn't have Truce on the side of Aurora. Mikoto has also not died a single time this game.
We've got past the awkward stage of the game. Made sure that BZM was kind of shut down.
I mean, they've made Brewmaster look broken this game, so yeah, this definitely confirmed any doubts, or removed any doubts rather.
He's just diving behind tier 3s at this point, looking for the support in the back. They root up Mikoto, Aeon Disc gushing towards Mira in the back. Parker opens up with the damage. WS, Aeon Disc, but Hex. Nullified and Primal Split required. Will turn back onto the Luna with the damage from V-Tune, annihilating Parker. Dive plus Aegis in their hands of the Wind Ranger. They just go for the dive. 33 is being herded back to Fountain. And V-Tune, it seems an impossibility now. They'll jump on the Wind Ranger just to try and break the Aegis down, but V-Tune's going to stand his ground, fight back into 33, while WS deals with the supports in the back. Mikoto makes the jump, Shadow Shaman, he's got a little bit of distance there, but the Brew keeps on chasing, hounding these heroes, forcing them to Fountain. They shackle him up,
holding him.
V-Tune's coming, Brew, he's disarmed, he's taken down. They got WS, but he buys back now.
He has travels too. He's going to be here very shortly. TP's to a bottom wave. They still haven't taken the mega creeps. The buildings haven't been focused much.
They've got another glyph somehow. Let's keep refreshing it up as the BKB Wind Ranger makes short work of the Tide. Chipping away with a focus fire, and BZM burst down the top left corner of our screens. Found and killed, dead for 90. No Luna for a minute. Tide and Warlock against the world. Aurora 5 alive, ready to close out this game. Jumping onto 33, another Ether Remnant grab, and Assimilate, and a burst of damage onto Tide.
Yeah, they kill him, and finally Tundra will recognize that, okay, this is over. They could not buy enough time for the respawn, and that's just, yeah, that felt, I mean...
I woke up very, very sharp as we pass it back to Shiva in the panel.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys. This was Aurora. Very clear timings for his team in mind, clear building blocks for setting a fairly high tempo and having good control in the early game. And I think T-Gov, everything he said just came to fruition.
Yeah, Makoto has to chill. Like, this voice for it, like, early on, like, if he doesn't make the moves, then you can see Tundra, they're going to scale, their 3 cores will get really happy, and then the problems will come into play. But Makoto was just ruthless throughout this game. Like, he saw, Ari or Whitemon, even a drop out of position, he was cutting off their heads and sending them back to bed. He was insane.
Yeah, I think just the matchup, the Void versus Invoker matchup, usually it's like, you think of it more as the laning thing, right? Like, Void has more damage, out lanes the Invoker, but in the mid game, I feel like BZM just struggled so hard to ever have impact. Every single fight was like, he gets
this was every fight pretty much. Was like
every single fight. 2 heroes are on him, 3 heroes on him, he's dead. There's one fight where Brewmaster ulted, it wasn't even on the screen, and he just got chased 100-0 by a Brewmaster split. And
but also here as well, right? Like, we're talking about BZM. I'd argue Ari and Whitemon also felt lost in this game. I think Ari, we're not going to see the clips here, but earlier he forced a lot of aggression. He kind of dragged Parker into some moves. It was always in place to counterplay it. Like, I wasn't feeling the Shaman like I've seen in other games. And then, yeah, unfortunately, Warlock, same thing again. So, yeah, I think between BZM and Ari, they're the kind of the big 2 players that I'm looking for stepping up in the next game. Because if they play like this again, Aurora will outplay you. They played very good, though.
It's definitely this situation. I think most times we see Tundra, they play around kind of BZM, and he does a lot of work for them, and 33. And in this game, I feel like 33 was like kind of there with people, and Parker was like off farming, which I think was fine, but like BZM was nowhere to be found. The supports were nowhere to be found. It always felt like 33 would never be dying in the fights. He'd never get caught out, but no one was helping him, and they weren't farming themselves. Like, it could be fine if they were just split and they were just playing for some super late game, but they weren't. They were just dying off cooldown. I don't know. Aurora just kind of knew where to go with their heroes to get pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like there was like one death on V-Tune where they had that smoke around. They hit the Ravage Cataclysm, but after that, I think the information Aurora was giving themselves was what was allowing them to play into Tundra. Like Gunnar was mentioning, they play for one pickoff, then it's back onto the map, do other moves, and then when they actually see a Ravage wasted or a Cataclysm wasted, or let's say Luna going down mid and dying from a Silver Edge Sentry or something, like, I think they just made sure they always respected what Tundra have. And when you do that, you don't get out team for it because you're just whittling them down. And yeah, I cannot understand how important Makoto was in this game. Like, if he doesn't play with this mentality, this aggression, I could see Tundra just outscaling them. But this voice bro is like, it's like reminiscent of like Nisha level voice bro. I was like really impressed with how he played this game.
It was super solid. And we talked at the end of the draft also about, how we were going to keep our eyes on the Shadow Demon. I felt like, I mean, obviously Shadow Demon's good, but was he really the linchpin of the draft here?
I think so to some extent. It made it hard for Parker to want to join the early fights.
Okay.
I think he always wanted this like one extra item, and even though they had good team fight on Tundra, I thought that Aurora dodged it really nicely for the majority of the game.
Yeah, the overall last pick, of course, was the Tidehunter, and that was going to be a big part of the fights coming out from Tundra.
Yeah, so there's kind of these 2 back-to-back team fights we're going to watch. The first one is there's a Ravage, right? Triple kill with Cataclysm, really so easy to execute. It feels like, oh wow, like that's it. Just click 2 buttons, you win the team fight. But then I think this is where Tundra makes a mistake. It's just about like a minute and a half later, Ravage is still cooldown. And they try to take this fight with no Ravage, and it's coming up, and then you see BZM. He just dies to the Void Spirit, the Brewmaster. And it just feels like every time that they, after this, I don't think they really ever grouped up again in a clean fashion. It was always BZM gets caught and they try to help him, or the supports are getting caught.
Yep.
There was never again the entire game where there was a 5v5 with someone on Tundra starting.
But also the call for this, like for Tundra to even try and take this fight after, right? When your Invoker's been caught, we saw Tidehunter was clicked, right? Ravager's been caught him for 40 seconds. To still run into this triangle and to take this fight into Aurora being confident, playing as 5, running through the map, like that is like a kind of save your body syndrome, or let's just try and make good of a bad pickoff, because it's kind of, it happened throughout the entire game, and Tundra's never connected the clean split push that we've seen from them before and the good team fighting. Like they'd always, it just felt desperate throughout the game rather than like, we're split pushing for this fight. It just felt like they're split pushing to survive and we're hoping the team fight works well.
Yeah, but it also just reminds me of the last, like, what, 2-3 minutes we watched of the game before Aurora went high ground for the final time. It was Tundra getting picked off, like one by one at random locations. Why are you there?
Yeah. The worst part was for me. Sorry, it was always a +1. Like the time bot where it's like a tier 3, maybe just the shaman dies, but the warlock like stays there channeling. He also dies, and then there's times where the invoker's getting caught, and then there's a +1. Same here, just like T was saying, Invoker gets caught, and instead of being like, okay, you got him, you got BZM, let's go out and farm, they're like, oh, you know, maybe they wasted too much, maybe we can take the fight, and then obviously they can't. So I don't know, just if they do want to play this like split skirmishy, I think you have to be way more comfortable giving up kills.
Fair play to Aurora though, they knew about the rat style of Tundra. Like when Tundra wants to play a slower game like this with the team fight, they want to split push waves. So clearly Aurora had that mentality from like minute 0, because at what point did you ever see the Shaman and the Invoker actually split push and buy an extra minute or 2? It felt like when they went to split push, it's instantly killing. So that is like a lot of props to like the prep of Aurora. But like other teams, they wouldn't have done it that cleanly the entire game. It really felt like the entire game, it was constantly replayed in their head. Don't let them rat, don't let them rat, don't let them rat. And it worked.
It worked very well. It also, of course, does give Tundra a little bit of an idea of what they're up against so they can adjust for game number 2. Let's see how they do it after a break.
The human body was built to move, not trapped at a desk in one singular posture for 12 hours a day. It's time your chair evolved. This is gamers, hybrid workers, artists, backing your every move.
Welcome back. You are still watching PGL Wallachia Season 7, and we are in the middle of an elimination series. And it is in that game number 1 that I'm sure that Tundra is going to be looking for an answer to deal with that aggression and that momentum that Aurora found in game number 1. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about, because I'm sure that's where Tundra is going to go, right?
I say used to be. They have been so good with this concept throughout the group stage. Like the way that they split push, the way they keep the map alive. I think this is the first game that I've personally watched that I'm like, oh god, they really struggled in that. I think that's more props to Aurora than Tundra.
Okay.
So I don't know if Tundra is going to try and make any big changes. It's more like maybe clean up the way they did it. Because if they're doing it again, Aurora is going to be ready. This is not like a surprise to Aurora. Clearly they've prepped for this start of Tundra.
I think there's some concern about the Invoker pick for me. I know BZM's the type of guy to just be like, I'll pick Invoker into any game. I feel like he would first pick Invoker overall in the draft and be fine.
Yeah.
But in this game, it definitely looks like he was kind of struggling to find impact. I don't know if that's just easier to make the plays rather than like a slower hero. The way that they've been playing around Parker with success has been just hope Parker carries you. Not hope, but like set him up to carry you.
Yeah.
Set him up for success. And I don't think the Invoker really does that. The Invoker is like kind of the main character.
But it can when you create the split push. No?
Sure.
Like Invoker is an exceptional hero at delaying games. Random media here, tornado there, right? Like it can fit that role, but
I think also if you're getting like Sunstrike kills in the early game, it feels better because you kind of like get this temp. It seems a much more complicated playstyle than what the other teams are running, which is like pick Void Spirit,
sure, yeah.
pick double supports that can fight with you, fight till the game ends. The Invoker's like, okay, I'm gonna go do my own thing. You guys try to find pickoffs. I'll Sunstrike. Good luck.
Yeah, for me though, it's like I wouldn't want to be so reactionary because the reason why Tundra are in the playoffs is because of a lower bracket game in which they picked Invoker. Is Parker's hero pool of being top net worth and feeling like he has presence is growing. Like we're adding heroes to the list, even though in the Luna game it didn't really feel like that. But that's not on the Luna. That's on like the other pieces that we've gone to great lengths of talking about, the shamans and the invokers.
There's a Bat Rider.
There is a Bat Rider.
To me, that's the one that stands out the most. There's a tree, but then if they tree, then Aurora can pick Bat.
Based on the previous bans as well, the Aurora first phase banned the Tiny in game number 1, so don't know
about Nightfall's favorite hero. They're picking for Nightfall. Carry Wind Ranger versus offlane Bat Rider. It's going to be I focus the Bat. Bat then has the Firefly. Is he on top of me? Do I have Napalm on me? Am I getting lassoed? Like there's kill potential either way, but Wind Ranger naturally can play into it with Hurricane Pike, BKB. You can always have that distance.
Speaking of the interview,
oh yes,
he also said the Brewmaster has no counters. Obviously, Brewmaster won.
There is an asterisk to that where it's like the counters are just a lot of splash damage that kills the pandas.
Okay.
But in the right hands, in the right play style, it can. It
also, they have changed the talents a lot.
I'm hesitant to agree with it to that bold of a statement.
Sure.
But
I think the reason why it feels good is I want to say 10, 15, 20. I think every single talent choice has a buff to your ults. Like you have one that's like more damage at 10, you have more health at 15, you have something at 20. I think maybe as a duration. I don't know, but you just keep getting stronger much faster as opposed to in the past. It was kind of like you have to get 18 and then you're 20 and then you're a really strong hero. So there definitely is a much faster.
Got it for you. Base damage on 10, health at 15, cooldown at 20.
Cooldown, okay. Yeah. And then the 25 is the same where they get the passive on all of the.
Based on maybe the previous game and maybe based on what they're planning still for the rest of the draft, because picking a Bat is nice and all, but it doesn't really paint any picture, or at least can paint many pictures, if you will.
I'm not expecting these heroes to be banned out, but the way I see the draft progressing is like Aurora takes the Warlock, then Tundra takes the Tiny plus Jakiro.
Where's the Shadow Shaman in all of this?
I was going to say,
the
Shadow
sorry,
Shaman on 13, and then they take the Warlock on 16.
Sure. Okay, so let's redo that. Warlock on 13, it's then Tiny or Shaman plus Jakiro. There we go. Draft progresses. The reason why I lean Tiny is just melee blob with Bat Rider feels nice.
Yeah.
Just more repositioning with Toss and Lasso. It's a lot of fun tools to.
You would go for the Warlock over the Phoenix.
And the Shaman?
I just tried going down one hypothetical, guys.
Okay.
Well, but like.
There's like two hypotheticals. Oh,
What about
it's ruined. It's ruined.
Oh, no.
Oh, Chart!
Well, that's because
We didn't predict this.
that's because Aurora knew Tundra would want the tiny, so then they who cares?
Actually, probably, unironically,
Honestly?
they did ban it out in the first
Yep.
game because they know how comfortable Tundra is with it.
I mean, tiny on either lineup just looks nice, right? When you have Wind Ranger, ranged core, tiny is like the one you want. We saw how tiny Shadow Fiend toss him back in.
I want this to be a support though.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, tiny 4. Yeah.
Again, recently, a lot of the times I see the tiny mid, it kind of like falls very flat in a lot of games. Like obviously, there's gonna be games where people are gonna point out and be like, the tiny popped off this game, like he owned. But it's just consistency-wise, I feel like it doesn't have the same as a lot of the other current mids. So I hope this is a support, and then Tundra is just gonna take, you know, the generic subduo of Shadow Shaman plus Jakiro / Warlock.
But Mira has played it twice and lost twice. That's not good.
Very unfortunate.
Yeah.
You think that's it? You think he's like, oh guys, I'm sorry, I can't play the
Can't play anymore. Yeah.
I can't play the tiny.
Yeah. 0% win rate.
What if that's a mentality thing where he's like, you know what, I want to change my 0% win rate.
Ah, yes.
I want to make it
Like
33%.
I haven't won a game on it yet. What's up?
I'd like to openly apologize to everyone. I didn't realize that Tree was not banned, and Tree Shaman is a better combo than the ones I was suggesting. So shout out to Tundra to double checking the bans.
Okay, I
How could you
appreciate your
forget?
apology.
No, it's unacceptable. I know.
Okay, I don't accept your apology.
Oh, okay. How do you want to work from this one then? How do we progress from here?
Because the next picks for Aurora are going to be the new mid, probably.
No, we need a hero for Kaori.
Can we hype up the 3 heroes of Tundra
Phoenix,
first?
Ember Spirit, right now.
Oh.
What? Really?
Yeah. Why not?
I will say that it is a very good trio that Tundra have.
There we go. It has layers. It has
Yeah.
the vision. It has the pick-off. It has the ways to ensure that when Tree goes deep with the right... Because also, we always talk about Tree as using the shard. But when you have invisibility on just a 40-second cooldown, you're always going to get a deep observer down that a future hero will utilize. So I think Tundra's going to be very happy with this very pick-off style of play. They're kind of going, you know what, Aurora picked us off in the last game. We're going to pick them off this time around.
Yeah.
And Aurora continuing down the staples. Wind Ranger, a hero they've utilized greatly. Now Phoenix and Tiny, of course. So yeah, again, like no real surprise. I feel like they're
Now
getting
the
the hero
Ember.
they want, and they go for the Ember.
Yeah.
Simple. Phoenix, Ember right there. It's just, Ember also kind of prevents the Batrider mid response. It's just good flex. It gives you stuns. It gives you...
It gives you the chance to pick Huskar on 18.
Yeah, but they're calling the bluff.
Oh, wait,
because
that's the other way around. Or is it not?
no, they're calling the bluff that BZM just cannot play Huskar.
Oh.
Like he played against it yesterday against Liquid. He struggled.
Yeah,
he
that's true.
doesn't have many games on the hero. Normally, I'm like, what else is actually available for the
I
counters?
think it's fine to call the bluff.
Waffling game. Like, the reason why I never really am excited by like, 16, 17 Embers is it's like Ember from mid lane can have lane counters, and also there's certain cores that can annoy Ember's general entry to the game. Like, yes, there's going to be a vessel timing that Ember gets to play on, and an eventual Shivas, but morphing like you by Manta, you don't get Ember anymore. You'll always waveform kill the egg. It kind of feels like you're giving one free core pick to the enemy team when you open the Ember like this.
But now in 24, they can get Darkseer.
Sure.
And then they have Darkseer Tiny.
I mean,
Doing
there's
well
also-
versus the Morph.
There's Doom as well, right?
Doom is in the pool. I think Doom is going to get banned because that's like the, you know, there's a Morph. We ban Doom. There's a,
Yep.
And also they have 33, so he's going to be thinking of the Doom. But I don't know. The Darkseer, to me, looks very good, especially because you have this Ember pairing. That's like probably the best Darkseer core pairing in the game, just because he utilizes Iron Shell and the Surge.
I mean, Tiny and Ember will thrive.
Even the Tiny, yeah, as a support. Like just letting this guy like blink in, cast his spells, run out.
We did say that we wanted Tundra to enable Parker a bit, right?
Yeah.
Is the Morphling enabled?
Oh yeah.
There's vision. I mean, they have so much pick off that the how they execute their heroes. I think they had all the team fight last game. They actually struggled to execute on it. This time around, it's like a little bit easier because it's not big ultimates now. It's just like cheap spells that you're using, right?
Yeah.
Mainly on the tree and the shaman. And of course, BZM just needs to find a mid hero to tie things together.
Come back.
Like what's really good versus Wind? That's not that he plays.
Ooh.
Centaur.
Are we forgetting the potential like BZM takes the mid morphling just free
the past, and even Ember these days it's just strong enough laner And that change I think was before Water Runes when people really played it a lot mid, the agility morph. And then the strength one, they just kind of neutralized the cooldowns.
The only reason I think about it is like tiny Wind Ranger.
It looks good.
It looks really good, but I've only seen it a couple times in top pubs, but it really is like a rare specimen.
I think you just give BZM some new hero. Like anything can lane versus the Ember, you can pick Storm, Void.
The only reason I entertain it is because like with the bans, you've left Doom and Darkseer in the pool. So are they gonna, if they're not gonna obviously do that, are they, how are they approaching this? If they're giving away good offers, okay, so they just take the Doom. Yeah. And then they don't care Darkseer.
Yeah, well Doom is supposed to be good versus Darkseer. So it is the mid bat versus the Ember. I think that lane, it's annoying for Ember, but he's one of the better melee. Definitely this last pick is really important for Aurora. They want something that's strong in the lane.
Whoa. I don't know if it was one of you guys that said this, but they still had 1 minute and 40 seconds left to think about this pick. They did not wait.
Yeah, they just went.
They just went.
I mean, it's a WS Timber. That's
very, yeah.
Match found. Choose your agent.
Everybody.
Match found. Match found.
Nothing stays hidden from me. Nothing.
Brimstone, the corporate sellout. Here to look out for Kingdom's special interests?
You don't know what you're talking about, Breach.
That goes there.
Fully smoked.
One enemy.
Cage triggered.
Enemy spotted B. Last player standing.
You flinch, you lose.
Yes, this should do. We will reveal their secrets.
Fully smoked.
And here,
Plant this spike.
Reloaded.
Reload.
spike.
Reloading.
Flash out. Reloaded. Enemy spotted A. Hell yeah. Next trick's on me.
Take aim, Zenfire. Let's not complicate it.
smoke. Enemy spotted with me.
The spike. My ultimate is ready. Give me up. Where is everyone hiding?
One enemy remaining.
What are they doing over there? When the play's not working, call an audible.
This goes here. Let me find you again. I must wait.
Spotted B.
Reloading.
Cage triggered.
Spike down. Last player standing.
I'll teach them to respect their elders.
Reloading. Reloading.
This should do.
Reloading.
Need a drop.
Launching smoke.
Dim beacon down.
Still in sight.
Enemy spotted A.
Last player standing. Spike down A.
Hey, Brimmy. Remind me to play you this riff I recorded once we're done. I think it's a winner. Reloading. I'll destroy their stage.
Fully smoked.
Spike down mid. There. One enemy remaining. I have the spike. There. Planted. Last player standing.
You should run.
Remember.
Reloading.
Ah, this is a nice spot.
In we go.
Fully smoked.
Camera taken out.
Cutting the Enemy spotted B. Nowhere to run!
Slammer. Ultimate is ready. Get me up, get me up, get me up, get me up. Cage clear.
Reloading.
You will not kill my allies!
Plant, get me up.
Reloading. One enemy remaining. Gun here.
Where will they go this time? That goes there.
Don't let up. Fully smoked.
Cage triggered. Cage triggered.
Enemy spotted A.
The spike. They found my wire.
Last player standing.
I can't see them yet, but I can feel them getting ready. This goes here.
Bonne chance, mes amis. Smoke's down.
You had your fun. My turn.
Forever.
Goodbye.
Spike down mid.
I have the spike.
Last player standing.
Teleport's ready. Spike planted. A gift.
Their hearts still a different story.
They are so dead. You know what to
This
do.
is a nice spot.
Fully smoked.
Wow, my eyes are down.
Reloading.
It's you and me.
Cage triggered. Planted the spike. Cage triggered.
One enemy remaining. You should run.
I'm sorry. It would work out our differences.
They're just batteries. I may need a recharge.
I need this. My thanks. Yes, this should do.
Focus now. Eyes off me.
Tagged.
Reloading.
Spike down B.
Got the spike. Right there. Dim beacon down.
You will not kill my ally.
Molly.
Nowhere to run!
Last player standing. Last round in the half.
You saved, spend it. Safety's off.
This goes here.
Launching smoke.
Where is everyone hiding?
Enemy spotted.
Planted the spike. Cage triggered. Cage triggered. Found you.
One enemy remaining. Switching sides.
Please do not mistake my smile. I take this all very seriously.
That goes there. Watching this spot.
Spike planted.
Camera taken out.
Enemy spotted A.
Last player standing.
Smokes can block the enemy's line of sight. Once they're blind, we move.
Saving.
I'm saving. Yes, this should do.
No prisoners.
This goes here.
There. Last player standing. Spike planted. Flawless.
Weapon choice. It is so personal, no? You pick a gun and it tells me who you are.
Wow, this is a nice spot. That goes there. We must keep them out. Yes, this should do.
Enemy spotted mid.
Enemy spotted mid.
Now we're cooking.
Right here. Enemy spotted mid.
One enemy remaining. Spike down mid.
That's the lot of them. Spike spotted mid.
We know more than we did before. Let's use that. This goes here. Wow, this is a nice spot. That goes there. Okay,
Need help.
let's guess. This should do. This goes here. Careful now. Found my
Spike planted.
Dusted.
If you are not doing well, keep trying. We must keep up appearances.
That goes there. Oh, this is a nice spot. Yes, this should do. Here. Here.
There.
Here. Tag. Camera taken. Caught one. Find my wire.
Teleport's ready.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining. Last player standing. Stay alive. I want their life, not yours.
This goes here. Oh, this is a nice spot. That goes there. Yes, this should do. Here. Here. Oh. Found my wire. Careful now. Wire. My ultimate is here.
You will not kill my ally!
Enemy spotted A.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Spike is A. Reloading.
30 seconds left.
How did they sync this with it? These guns we use are okay, but I will also bring my own. No offense.
I need this. I need this. This goes here. Ah, this is a nice spot. That goes there.
Smoke's down.
You had your fun. My turn.
Here. Headshot.
You should run.
Give me a corpse.
Spike planted.
Got you. Cage triggered.
No more doubts. We're ready.
Need a drop.
This goes here. Yes, this should. This is a nice spot. That goes there. No hard feelings. Give me a. Where is it? Caught one.
Enemy remaining.
Cage triggered.
Match point.
Let's close up shop. I have things to do. This goes here. Yes, this should do. That goes there. I will find you. Ah, this is a nice spot. This goes here.
Nowhere to run!
Star removed.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
We doing this or what?
Yes, this should do. That goes there.
You will not kill my allies!
Spike down A.
Make it 4.
Cage triggered.
Last player standing.
Okay, which gun to pick this time? Does anyone have funds?
Oh, this is a nice spot. This goes here.
Launching smoke. It's you and me.
Last player
Had your
standing.
fun.
Spike
My
down
turn.
A. Spike planted.
Buried. Cage triggered.
And the last thing they'll see before they die. Lock it in.
Yes, this should do. Oh, this is a nice spot.
Yalla, Mshina.
That goes there.
Enemy spotted mid.
Nowhere to run!
Next. Sova's dead.
You will not kill my allies!
Let's go!
Cage triggered. Watch out this spot.
Thirty seconds left.
Enemy down.
Defenders win.
Okay, they're dead. Take what's useful. My truths stay hidden for one day more. Match found.
I am both shield and sword.
Match found.
I am both shield and sword.
Okay, little homies. Teamwork on 3. 1, 2, 3.
I need this.
Sage. She didn't mean it.
I'll shut down Killjoy's tech.
Enemy B. Someone's there.
Last player standing. Spike down mid.
If they mess with one of us, they mess with all of us. Enemy spotted. Dizzy has turrets. Got him. Stop the fire.
Try again.
30 seconds left. One enemy remaining. Here.
They stumble. Now is our chance.
Somebody's there. Right there. Reloading. Reloading.
Planted. My ultimate is ready.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
I guess that's it.
Let's see their Jet fight without wind.
I need a gun.
I need this.
Right there.
I need this.
We're close. Hit them hard.
Get out of my way!
Spike down. Attacker spawn.
Who else? Give in. Flashbang.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining. Thirty seconds left.
I'll survive a dent or two. Can't say the same for you fragile humans.
I need a gun.
I need this.
Fire in the hole!
Planted.
Enemy and attacker spawn.
Focus on. I stopped the raid.
Last player standing.
Prepare yourselves. We fight once again.
Let's see how it goes. It's all you, little homie.
You stay present. Somebody's dead. I stopped their raid.
Your duty is not over.
Thanks for the reboot. My ult's ready.
Last player standing.
I don't have a gun. Can you give me a gun, Sage?
Whatever it takes.
Enemy spotted A.
Wingman's gonna plant spike. Nice. Shot my wingman.
Spike down A.
Healing.
Last player standing.
Feel the strain. Block it out, Tillman.
Wes, keep your guard up.
Gun here.
Get this gun, Sage. Get this gun.
Shadows traveling.
Go, get that gun, Jay.
Map deployed. One supply.
Get out of my way.
Enemy B. I stopped the race. Enemy B.
Planted.
Folded. Up you go. Dizzy has target.
Cover going out. Cover going out. Look for my shadows, they will hide you.
Time's up. Let's go.
You want that gun?
Enemy spotted A.
Reloading. Reloading. Three killed. My ultimate is ready.
I'll spike it down.
One enemy remaining. Spike down B.
We do what we do. Get back to chilling.
Thank you.
Target sighted mid. Target sighted.
Wingman's planting.
Enemy spotted.
One enemy remaining.
Thanks, little man. Flash is ready.
You can kill me. Reloading.
Last round before the switch.
We're moving out. Pack heavy. Shadows traveling.
Go ahead. Stand your ground.
I need a reset. Requesting manual reset.
That's spike, Wings.
Spike planted.
Thanks, Wings.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Like that.
You should run.
Switching sides.
Wait until I blind them to strike.
Dream big, make it happen.
Be at peace.
Enemy spotted A.
Spike down A.
Enemy spotted A.
Shadows traveling.
One enemy remaining.
Survivor's rest. I'll clean it.
Gun here.
I know what must be done.
Yo, it's good. Thanks for it.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
What do we learn by fighting ourselves? Thinking out loud.
No, Sage, we are defending. We are defending the site, Sage. We have to prevent the enemy from planting the bomb.
Spike down B. Spike planted. Last player standing.
Sorry. Inside joke.
We've been through worse.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
And yet back.
I didn't bring a snack. Did anyone bring a snack?
Cover going out.
Enemies. Distractions. Reloading.
Good attempt. Spike planted.
Someone's there.
Last player standing.
I survived obliteration. I will survive them. I will be their nightmare. Suppress it. One suppressed. Enemy spotted B.
Spike planted.
Somebody's there.
Last player standing.
Get out of my way!
Match point.
I will take back what is mine.
Here. Here. Watching here.
Last player standing.
Focusing.
Spike planted.
Breaking them.
Attackers win. Match found.
Thought of everything. Hey, Yoru, don't forget to fill out your character sheet again. You know how hard it is planning sessions around saving the world?
Someone please! Bunch of guys deep. Reload him.
Time out. Last player standing.
Turret down. Placing alarm bot. Found them. Killed my bot. Terminated.
30 seconds left.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Swarm grenade out.
Seconds left.
Down.
Killing them is easier than all this radio night business. Reloading.
I'm saving.
Cutting through.
Placing sentry.
Enemy spotted.
Turret destroyed.
Reloading. Launching missile.
30 seconds left.
Back off.
Placing alarm bot.
Reloading.
Last player standing. Spike down A. 10 seconds left.
I got the spike.
I know that Killjoy's tricks. Wait, he knows mine. Finally, a challenge. Let's
Anong
play
skin mo
slow.
sa Vandal Killjoy?
Can I get this?
I need a drop.
Thanks.
Thank you, thank you.
Let's play slow.
Here.
Quick peeks now.
My bottom broke. Here.
Spike down. Attacker spawn.
Watch out! Someone B. Embarrassing. My ultimate ready.
One enemy remaining.
That shook their confidence.
Gun here.
Enemy spotted A.
Missile deployed.
Enemy spotted A.
Missile deployed.
Hi! I'm pissed!
It's Maya. Now get out. My ballistics set up easy kills. And if they don't, well, you can't complain. You're bad.
We're not equal. Let's play slow. Auf Wiedersehen. My ultimate is ready. Initiated.
I'll handle this.
Spike down B. Player standing. One enemy remaining.
Cutting through. I got the spike.
Light dot is ready. I get this?
Alright, muckers. Off we go.
Thanks.
Back like I never left.
30 seconds left.
I got the spike.
Enemy remaining.
Your biggest mistake was that you pissed me off. Time to jump.
Y'all better keep up.
Here.
Who needs a gun? Who needs a gun?
I got money. Need something?
I need a drop. Come on, let's go!
One enemy remaining.
Bot coming back. See, battles are won by geniuses, and I am a genius. So
Reloading.
that vent, could be better.
Reload him. Drone going out.
You
One down.
powerless.
Bunch of guys mid.
Here,
Engineered.
here. Placing sentry. Alarm bot out. Lights down. Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade. Here.
One enemy remaining.
Calling my bot.
Remember, I hit them with explosives, then you go in.
Una página cagar. I need a drop. Try not to die.
Launching missile.
One enemy
Wait,
remaining.
my ultimate is ready. Missile deployed.
Zucker better watch their backs. Cutting through.
Go on my mark. Here. Dropping smokes. Here. Alarm bot out. I want of these. Turn out. Plant the spike. Alarm bot down. Destroyed. Here. Here. My double's dead. Placing swarm grenade.
One enemy remaining.
Strikes down. Placing swarm grenade.
Last player standing.
Missile deployed.
I'll pick them apart. You clean up whatever's left.
Can I get this?
Thanks.
Watch your step.
Going up.
Drone going up. One suppressed.
Turret down.
Spike down A.
Like I never left.
Launching missile.
That's done.
Time to jump.
Grenade is live.
One enemy remaining.
Watch your eyes.
Last player standing. 30 seconds left.
You should run.
Spike down A.
Got spike.
Last round in the half.
Last round to use our creds and abilities. Don't waste your firepower. Can I get this? Thanks.
I'll cut through.
munition.
Swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
This is how it ends.
Areas?
Switching sides.
Remember,
Stay out of the fire. Super high level tactics, remember that, yeah?
Alarm bot out. Can I get this? Thanks. Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
Let me show you how the boss does it.
Turn out. Here.
Enemy spotted A.
Swarm grenade out.
Idiot. Enemy spotted A.
Good. Here.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Here.
30 seconds left.
Turn out. Is this the best?
A.
Don't stress if I die. It was great knowing you all. Also, delete my hard drive.
Time to jump. Here.
Placing sentry. Alarm bot out.
don't hold back.
Here.
Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
One enemy remaining. Spike down B.
Spike is B.
Flawless.
Bot coming back.
Make peace with yourself before you pull the trigger. No one else will judge you.
Placing alarm bot. Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
Don't let that neon get around you.
Turn out. Yes.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining. Team Ace.
What did I expect?
Match point.
This is it.
Can I get this?
Thanks.
Turret out.
Hitting when they're not looking.
Placing alarm bot. Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade. Here.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
Turret down.
Last player standing.
Swarm grenade out.
You are divided!
No then, papaya. If you compromise your position, you hand them a free kill.